The idea is to help you learn your major scale fingerings without the use of fingering charts, you know, the little diagrams with the fretboards and the dots and, you know, those things that we all have used. And it's not a terrible way to learn them, but I'm going to take a little different approach, and hopefully you'll be able to memorize them quicker this way and see the relationship between the various fingerings. We're going to cover 5 fingerings in this lesson. Okay, I'd like to cover this scale, this particular fingering, in pairs of strings. And it's very easy to remember it this way, and you'll see why as we go. So let me show you the first pair of strings, starting on the 6th string, of course. So my second finger is on the G, and the fingering for these 2 strings is just 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. Right? 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, and back down the same way. So once you have that, let's go on to the next string pair. The nice thing about this pair is that both strings use the same fingering. So it's 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. And I'm down here starting with my first finger on an E, 2nd fret, 4th string. And once again, and you could, if you like, put it together with the first pair. We're 2/3 of the way there. And let's go on to the last pair of strings. The nice thing about this is that it's exactly the same fingering wise. It's exactly the same as the first pair. So where we had 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, we're going to have 2, 4, 1, 2, 4 again. And then the original one. So there's a 2-octave plus 1 note G major scale with very little memorization. It's just those 2 little scale fragments. Well, 3, but 2 of them are the same. So there you go. So we already did this. We took that first fragment and we played it here, starting with G on the 4th string. So our next fragment should be the middle one, where the 2 strings are the same. So there's fragment number 1. Now I could start the next one on an E. And there you go. We have it, right? So we now have a G scale starting on this G. That's fragment 1. And then fragment 2. You do have to scoot up a fret to get to the E to play the second fragment. And when I smooth all that out and put it all together, and there's another G scale fingering. Let's go to the next one. And first thing I'll do is find the G. So again, I'm going to look for pair number 1, which is there on the top 2 strings. Pair number 2 is here on the 4th and 5th string. And then there's my original pair that starts on the G. So all together. And there's that one. 1, 3. And there you go. There's another fingering. This one starting on the 5th of the scale. Okay, one more to go. We're going to start this one on an E. So it's just going to be pair number 2. Right out of the chute, with no changes. And there you go. There's your 5 fingerings. Learn your scales in pairs of strings and try to see the relationships between them. Practice the notes in a different order so you see the scale more as a collection of notes and not just a sequence that you always have to play up and then down. You can mix the notes up to make different melodies, and try to be aware of what notes you're playing, because that will pay off big down the road when you go to do other things. So hope you enjoyed this little video. My first time doing one like this. And I've got a lot of other ideas that I hope to be able to share with you. So go practice.